Hi, my name is Kerry Waldy, and I'm the chairman of the Traverse Life Center. Welcome to Traverse Life Center TV, where we're about helping people develop to their full potential. This section of our Life Center videos here, we are teaching you how to find a job. Because you were created for work and you were created for increase. And I know that sometimes unemployment can be a chronic issue in our nation. And boy, it can be debilitating to people. But you were meant for work, and you were meant to bring value to situations in your life. And finding a job, if you remember, is about three things. What you know, because people will pay you for solving problems. Who you know, and how you present yourself. Specifically, this video is going to focus on the who you know part, because finding work to a large degree is dependent on the people that you know and the people that know you. So today we're going to talk about networking and how to go about using your network of friends and families and acquaintances to help you find that job. Remember, the greatest are those that serve, and you're looking for someone that you can serve and who will pay you in return. And favor travels between people. Without people, God doesn't have a conduit to bring favor into your life. And so people are those ways that God uses to bring favor into our life. In fact, Proverbs 3:3-4 says, if you will live your life with mercy and truth as the center of who you are, then the favor of God and the favor of man will follow you wherever you go. And so networking is a way to bring that favor about by increasing your network of people through which God can bring favor into your life. So let's talk about the reasons why it's important for you to be a good networker. Reason number one is that people do business primarily with people they know and like. Let that sink in. People do business primarily with people that they know and like. And so it's important, the more people that know and like you, the more opportunities for commerce and increase and work that you will be able to have. Number two, most people find work through other people. In other words, about 70% of jobs that are acquired by people are because of who they knew. And so who you know is an important part of your job search. And thirdly, understand this, that most jobs that are available are not posted to the public. There's a lot of employers out there that are thinking, oh, I wish I had somebody for this. And before they post it, they go to their network and they go to who they know to find people who can solve problems for them. And so it's a hassle to have to post that job and to filter through 1,000 applicants, because a lot of good jobs get a lot of applicants. And you need to find a way to separate yourself from that herd. And to a large degree, how you can do that is by who you are and who you know. The who you are part is important because all of us wear a label. It's important to understand that when people look at us, they look at us as certain qualities and certain characteristics that we carry. We should be people that are good servants, that are faithful at what we do, that are good team players, that are excellent at what we do, and we'll carry around that label. We want people to think, if I need something done, this is the person. I'm the person. You're the person that they want to get that done. They have a certain task in mind, or they have a certain problem that needs solving. You should be that person that they think about. If it's within your realm of expertise, if it's what you know, you should be the person that they think about. They not only will you do the job, but you'll do it with a positive attitude, with a good vibe about you, with love and mercy and truth, and so that favor will surround you and follow you, and people will like to be with you. It's an important piece of the puzzle, networking puzzle here, is that you should be a person that is fun to be with. Okay, now let's go over some specific points as it relates to networking and the how-tos of going about that. Number one, understand that sometimes that there is a short-term plan and there's a long-term plan when it relates to networking. Let's say right now that you need a job yesterday. So this is your short-term plan. Let's look at the specifics of going about the how-tos of a short-term networking plan. First, understand that you know more people than you think you do. I know we usually hang out with just a few people on a regular basis, but understand that all it takes is just one acquaintance and someone they know could really help you land that job that you really want and need. So start by making a list. Make a list of people that you know, and whether you think they can help you or not, because sometimes you don't know the networks that they have, a relative or a friend or a business owner or a coworker. You don't know. So just make a list of the people that you know. Okay, after you've created your list, now the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to take that list, put it on the shelf for a second, and I want you to prepare what we call an elevator speech. An elevator speech is a spiel that you give about yourself that's informational, tells people who you are, what you're good at, and what you can bring to the table and the kind of job that you're looking for. It's about the time it takes to ride in an elevator. So it's short and it's to the point. In order for people to be succinct like that, often you need to prepare that. Just go over and think, man, what are my skills? As though I'm sharing an interview in about 30 seconds, a minute long. This is your elevator speech. Couple points about this. One, remember your skills that you bring to the table. People are looking what you can do for them. And so include those in your elevator speech. The next thing is stay positive. Don't knock your previous employer. Don't talk about the bad economy. Stay positive about what you can bring to the table, because that person that's looking for help, looking for someone to do what you can do, they don't want to hear about the negative stuff. And remember, networking is about people, and people don't like negativity. They work with people they like to work with if they can help it. And people who are hiring, they can help it because they choose the people who they're working with. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to take your elevator speech and I want you to take your contact list and I want you to marry the two. I want you to go ahead and start calling them. Now, you may be thinking, this seems kind of awkward and I don't know how to go about that. Well, understand that most people like to help people. And when you're asking for advice and when you're asking for help, it curries that favor. You're living with mercy and truth all around you. It curries that favor. Most people want to help you. So go ahead and get your elevator speech ready. And then I want you to go maybe on vistaprint.com or another print shop, or maybe you know somewhere. I want you to get a business card ready. Go ahead and get a business card, and maybe you don't have a title yet because you don't have a job. But just put your name and your contact information there. Make it look sharp. It doesn't need a bunch of bells and whistles, but make it look good and clean. And that business card is a great tool to hand to people so they have your information. But as you hand them your card, it's fair game to say, do you have a card, or can I get your contact information? And then you'll keep that on file to follow up with later. And so those are the three things that you need. You need your list, you need your elevator speech, and you need a business card so that at any given moment you can share with somebody, even someone that you just meet or through a friend of a friend at a social gathering. You can share with them who you are, what you're about, what skills you bring to the table in a positive way, and what you're looking for. Remember, getting a job is about what you know, who you know, and how you present yourself. Now, I want you to go out there and put these things into practice. I know that God's going to open the doors for you that He has for you. As you move, God will move with you. And I want to thank you for showing up to Traverse Life Center TV. Also, there's a related video on long-term networking that I'd like you to watch next. It is about the information interview, which is one of the core bedrock principles of networking. that almost nobody practices. And so here at Traverse Life Center TV, we're going to give you that secret.